A conventional loan versus an FHA loan. Which is better? What about USDA? What about VA? Good questions. We're going to be dealing with those. And also, at the end of our conversation today, we're going to be talking about a pizza gift card giveaway. It's going to happen on the 15th of June, 2021. Hang on for the details. All right, I'm Jim Hood with Fathom Realty, serving Southwest Ohio, Northern Kentucky. Today, we are honored with having on board with us a very great local mortgage guru, Justin Phillips with Rapid Mortgage. Justin, welcome to the update, the Hump Day update. You can say hi if you like.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Justin has a very sweet treat coming up for us here that we're going to get to a little bit later. Hang on tight because we're going to be coming to that. I understand you have been really busy, you and your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably one of the busiest starts to a year. A lot of activity, and it seems to be getting busier as we get some warmer weather. So, rates are still good. No matter what type of borrower you are, you're going to get a good rate.
Find out what the options are. Man, I laugh at the memory of my sister-in-law talking about she and her husband, how they had gotten this tremendous interest rate when they bought their house years back at 12%. You have to take out a loan to pay the interest. All right, Justin, there are actually several financing options that buyers have in this market. What are the four main ones?
Yeah, so the four main loan options are, you have FHA, VA, USDA, and then you have conventional financing.
So what is really the difference, like, for example, with a conventional loan and then in contrast with like, for example, an FHA?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we get asked that probably on a daily basis. What's the difference between government FHA-backed loan and a conventional loan? And the easiest answer is with conventional loans, they're really more of your perfect borrower, I like to say, or really excellent, good borrower. That's not to say you can't get a conventional loan if you have a little lesser credit score, but FHA really deals with the borrower that maybe is not the perfect borrower, maybe has a middle of the road credit score, less money to put down. So you can fit a lot more borrowers into that window than you can with conventional. There's obviously with conventional as well. If you put 20% down on a conventional loan, you don't have PMI. Whereas FHA, you will have a primary mortgage insurance no matter what your down payment is. Both of them are great options. It really just depends on which one is going to be better for your situation.
Yeah, with it being an easier FHA government-backed loans, you've got FHA, VA, and then the zero down rural development or USDA loan. You mentioned about the mortgage insurance hanging on to them. Are there any other downsides to them?
The PMI is a little bit more expensive, so you're going to pay a little bit more, but a lot of times the rates for FHA are still low enough to offset some of that. The appraisal for an FHA loan is going to be a little bit more sticky on some things with the house than a conventional loan. So that's one of the downsides that we hear in the purchase business. Other than that, I mean, all the programs are really, they have their pros and cons, let's say, depending on what type of borrower you are.
Once upon a time, even the appraisals on FHA were a little bit stricter. In this market, it seems maybe they relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, I always tell agents when they ask me, hey, does this house meet FHA guides? You're 100% right, Jim. You tend to see, I feel, in this market that it's not as many problems as we all want to assume there's going to be. So instead of assuming, I just say, let's get the appraisal back and let's find a solution.
All right. Now, before we get to the giveaways, if you've got questions for Justin, you want to research this a little bit more, all of his contact information, you look down below this video, you're going to find every way in the world to contact Justin. It's there. Click on it. Ask him the questions. He's a good guy to bounce things by. If there are options, he's got them. Justin, all right, here it is, the sweet giveaways. What is it that we've got for him?
Yeah, so we're gonna give away 2 gift cards when you're subscribing to the channel and whatnot. So we've got a gift card for Pizza Hut that we'll give away, and then we'll have one for Grandma's Pizza. Everybody always likes pizza night, so we'll give those away.
Number 1, subscribe on the YouTube channel that you're watching on. Number 2, put a comment down below. compliment Justin on his hairstyle. Please subscribe to the channel, but also after subscribing, leave a remark in the remarks section in the video. And from that, we will do a drawing from the folks that leave the remarks. Man, thanks for joining us today. Glad that you're here.
I appreciate you having me. So
everyone have a great hump day, and we'll see you next week.